yourself, man. And here is time, almost every night. But now I might be mistaken.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Old Glory Racing League recruitment race. Tonight we are going to see who will be able to join us here at Old Glory Racing League. Right now we got about, looks like about 10 or 12 drivers out here on the track putting in some qualifying laps. And forgive me if I get your name wrong, as we have just started interacting with some of these guys. Some of these guys I know, some of these guys I do not. Mr. Chris Isaac, he is one of the admins of the Old Glory Racing League, and we have Mr. Nathan Lafette out here trying to put in some laps in his 00 machine. James Burrow trying to put in a nice qualifying lap in that Coca-Cola 141. And it looks like we got the 24 right there, and that is going to be Matthew Green. Great to see these guys come out and, you know, hopefully be able to join this truck series. Forgive me one second. I got to adjust my volume, so sorry about the menu screen. It's just a little bit too loud in my ear. There we go. That's going to be a lot better. I can actually hear myself think now. Mr. Max Dida, he was putting in some pretty fast laps in practice. Let's see what he can do out here with traffic in a race. See if he can put that number 48 America truck out front once again, because he was holding a pretty fast lap time. Now you see they are going to be right in the top, try to save these tires, and then you will see them migrate towards the bottom, or vice versa, see them running the bottom first and migrate towards the top. And Las Vegas can be a tricky track, as turn number 4, the truck will get loose on you. It will try to break free, but most of the time you can hold it full throttle until those tires wear out. Then you're going to have to do a little bit of throttle control to keep that truck from spinning out in the infield. But we got about 6 minutes of qualifying, and I appreciate everybody that is joining us out there on the stream. I'm going to try to reload these paints, make sure everybody's paint scheme is up to date. Make sure everybody gets their paint on the stream here. And well, like I said, once again, forgive me if I get your name wrong. There are a couple names that I'll probably mispronounce. But the one I was really worried about, I don't think he's loaded in, and that's going to be Mr. Gary. And it looks like he's from Wakulla, Florida. And hopefully he gets back in here, because I want to really know if he is from Wakulla, because that's my old stomping ground. And you know, Amanda is actually from that area, and my buddy Mark, when he joins us in on the stream, he is from that area also. So just a hop, skipping away, if he is from pretty much where we grew up, is going to be this guy right here, Mr. Gary. And there you see his information on the screen. Joshua Friel, don't know if he is loaded back in. We can try to see. No. And Matt Phillips. But about 4 minutes left until we get to racing. We're going to have about 60 laps here, and it could go green, it could not. They have about 2 to 3 sets of tires. I didn't really catch all that in the race information, but when they posted it in the chat. But this is a recruitment race, so doesn't really matter. It's not official, and it's not an official league race, but hopefully they'll put on a good show. And forgive me if if I may have technical difficulties. We do have some bad storms here in Alabama, so forgive me if there's a glitch or two. I'm going to be very, very apologetic for that. So if you're not familiar with who I am Richard Hurst, and I am from the Southern Broadcast Racing Network. So you've probably heard my voice before if you are a newcomer, but that's where you've heard me from. And we started the Southern Broadcast Gaming Network, so we can start broadcasting, some of the other games we play. We play DayZ. We play, there's some other things that we might have in the works. A little bit of Forza Horizon 5. A lot of iRacing yet to come. We got about 5 leagues that we're going to be broadcasting here on Southern Broadcast Gaming Network. We are also, make sure you stay tuned, we are also launching a Roku channel. So make sure you stay tuned for that. That is actually coming very soon. I actually got a live stream preview up on my phone to make sure that everything's going to be a smooth transition when we go over to Roku. So you'll be able to catch us on multiple channels. And we also have the YouTube, Southern Broadcast Gaming Network. So yeah, we have several different things. We'll be on TikTok. We'll be everywhere. We also have a store. If you want to see what kind of merchandise that Amanda put together, she put together a lot of great things: coffee cups, shirts, sweaters, or should I say sweatshirts, not sweaters. But she has put together a lot of good things in that store. So definitely go check that out. And we will have links and stuff here in the near future once we get everything set up and rolling. We do have a couple other leagues that we are going to be broadcasting for here on this channel. You also got Jeremy. He's going to be broadcasting on Sundays. He has on the Southern Broadcast Racing Network, he has 2 leagues that he'll be doing back to back. So definitely tune in for that. Because we are still a part of Southern Broadcasting Racing Network. We haven't gone away from that. But looks like we got about another minute and a half. So we got some new things that I'm going to try to integrate into the race tonight. And that is going to be the presentation of the green, yellow, and white flags. So we're going to see how that transitions. Make sure everything's going to be able to keep up with itself. So a lot more drivers have loaded in, and it looks like we got about a total of 15. We got a new one, and that is going to be Peter Shepard. He is going to be driving the 69, and there you see it right there, the Trading Paints. Number 69, like I said, hopefully everything is loaded, updated. I will just do one more quick update on Trading Paints just to be sure. Oh, and it looks like he got stuck in the wall. Oh, dang. Yeah, that's all. Automatic to the pits. DJ Knights, pardon me for being direct. How much do you guys pay per race? Broadcasting commentary. This is a new channel, so we're because it is a new channel, we don't have as many followers on this channel as we do the other one. But I really don't like to talk about it on stream, but if you can, I can. If you want to join our Discord, I'll be glad to talk that over, or you can send me a message. But yeah, I'll be glad to discuss that for you. What nights are you looking at, first of all? Because like I said, we have a very broad, very busy schedule, kind of, but we do have broadcasters that can take care of that. All right, looks like qualifying is over, and let's take a look at our grid when it pops up. All right, it looks like Mr. Jared Stone, he is going to take that number 1 spot. Max Dida, I probably just messed that up. Mr. James Burrow, he is going to be taking that 3rd spot. Matt, not even going to butcher your name, but Mr. Matt in that number 35, he is going to be sitting in 4th. Matthew Green, he's going to be sitting 5th. Chris Isaac in that number 39, he is going to be sitting 6th. Nathan Lafette, he is going to be sitting 7th. Jeremy Shearer is going to be sitting 8th. 9th is going to be Mr. Stan Carnathan. Glad to see him in here. Tried to load his paint, but couldn't get it to load in. Peter Shepard is going to be sitting 10th. We got Manderud? James Manderud. Hopefully that is correct. Correct me if I'm wrong. And Carl Staten, that's going to be 12 drivers out there on the track. Looks like Gary was not able to load in. Hopefully he is not involved in most of these storms that we have going on in this area, because it is pretty crucial, big storm. Joshua Friel, he was not able to load in yet. He has a little bit of time. Got Matthew Phillips, he is not loaded in, and Joshua Van Blarcom. Maybe got that right. Hopefully. But yeah, DJ, yeah, definitely hit me up in the Discord there, and I'll definitely be able to take talk to you about that. We'll get you taken care of if we can. So Old Glory Racing League Discord is where I can be found 90% of the time. And if you don't have a link, I'll figure out a way to get it to you. I can probably load it into Twitch and copy a link. All right, they're going to get rolling for their parade lap, and we will be going green in just a moment. And once again, this is Old Glory Racing League recruitment race here at Southern Broadcasting Gaming Network. And we are here at Viva Las Vegas Motor Speedway. About 60 laps here tonight, so let's see if we can keep it clean and keep it green. And let's see what these guys got. There's that 48 truck. As I told you, he was putting in some fast laps in practice, and there he sits on that front row with Mr. Jared Stone. He is going to be sitting in the first position. We got James Burrow. Sorry, I don't want to call him Bro. In that 141 Coca-Cola truck right there behind him. And there is that number 35. So let's get ready to go green flag racing. And there is that. We'll hide that and hide that. Oh, that's the wrong one. We'll go green flag racing now.
Green flag, green flag.
And there is that green flag. They had to wait till the green flag flies, and then it should be on the leader is when they are in the restart zone. But they are green flag 2x2 as far as I can see. Pretty much everybody but Stone is 2x2. You got Burrow, he is right there in that 141. He has made it up to the second position. And look at Green, he has made it up 2 positions in that number 24. You can't really see his number, but he has made it up, and he is going to ride that high line, try to take advantage with that number 13 on that high side. 141 is challenging for the lead early on, and here they come through the tri-oval, across the start-finish line, and it's going to be James Burrow in the lead, and here comes Stone. He's going to fight right back, but here comes that 48 of Max. Sorry. Like I said, still working on the names. Once I get to know him a little bit better, it'll be fire. I guarantee it. Stan Carnathan, he is in at number 43. He is working on that bottom lane. Got the 00 of Lafette on the outside. Not going to be able to get there this time. Coming through the tri-oval. Going to try it again coming into turn number 1. They are going to be side by side, the 00 and the 69. 69 gets a little bit of wiggly and pushes the 00 up. And there's that bottom lane wiggle right there, but no harm, no foul. They are keeping it clean, keeping it green, and here comes Chris Isaac right there behind him watching this battle. And you know what? Let's take a ride on the nose of his truck, because he's got a pretty good view of what the leaders are doing. And they are 2x2 for first through fourth, and fifth is kind of faded out back just a little bit. And there is that battle from Stan Carnathan. We are going to ride around on the nose cam of his truck. Oh, three-way battle, and that was the 48 that got a little bit of contact. So he's got a little bit of right front damage, and that could hurt you on this track. It could hurt the handling on that track, on that truck very much. So it looks like Burrow is in the pits. It looks like he has crashed. I don't have a side-by-side set up for that, but we can keep an eye on that. Looks like he is jumped into the pits. His truck may not be able to carry on. And oh, there's somebody else getting loose, and that's going to be the 13. He brings it back on the track. No contact from anybody else. So he is going to fall back 9 positions from where he started. There's another position. 35 is going to take it away from the 13. And 35 has a lot of right side damage. And that we do have a new leader, and that is going to be that number 24 of Matthew Green with Stan Carnathan. Nathan fighting on that outside. Not going to be able to get there this time, but that outside looks like it is working pretty darn good with the 69 of Peter Shepard. He is going to try that inside also. Not going to be able to get there this time, so Stan Carnathan is going to hold on to it to the start-finish line, and they are 3 wide for the lead. What a great battle these guys are putting on, and let's go to the far chase, and there you see Stan Carnathan. He kind of backed out of the 3 wide situation coming out of turn number 2, and he is just going to line up right behind him. This horsepower downforce package on this current truck puts some of the great side-by-side racing on. Yes, it absolutely does. I love this track. This is one of my favorite tracks to race. And these guys are making it look really easy, and they look like they were about to go 3 wide, just a little bit behind them. And somebody that I haven't called yet, and that's going to be Staten. He is in that number 88 in 6th place. He is up 6 positions due to a little bit of trucks being damaged, and it looks like we got a blinker out back there. Yeah, and that's going to be the 88. He has a little bit of connection issue, and the 39 almost gets rear-ended by the 88, but he does check up in time, gets out of the way of the 39 checking up, and we are still green flag racing. This is one of the tracks that we see the most green flags, and right now we have a new leader, and that is going to be Mr. Peter Shepard, and he is taking the lead from Matthew Green and Stan Carnathan. So he played his cards just right, and he is trying to break away. There you see he's got about a 4.4 second lead on the rest of the pack so far. And we'll take a look at his gearbox cam, and there you see they're trying to line up to catch him coming into turn 1. They do have a little bit of draft, so it will help them just a little bit. Everybody's riding that bottom lane except for these couple guys back here, and they are going to be 2x2. They got the 88, 39, the 15, and the 16. I love the Napa Auto Parts truck. '88 still working on that outside lane in that in that Fury Chevrolet. Shepard's got the herd wound up under the hood of that truck. Yeah. If we do see a caution, I would not count this guy out. This Max, he is, like I said, he ran some pretty fast laps, and he was pretty consistent in practice, but there he grabbed the wall. So, yeah, the handling on that truck has gone bye-bye. And here comes Jarrett Stone. He is going to work on his way on the outside. He does have a little bit of hood damage. And we can take a ride with him, actually, in his cockpit cam. And there you see that hood crumpled up just a little bit. Trying to keep pace, still holding on to that top 10. But it's got a lot of work left to do. So far, the biggest mover is going to be this guy right here, and that is going to be Peter Shepard. And now he is about a half a second out from the pack. He is trying to work his way to a win, but there's still a lot of racing left, and if it goes green, he definitely has, as long as he's not burning up those tires, looks like he might have it in the bag. but too early to call. There you see it drop down to the apron. Crossing the start-finish line, bringing it back up on the track and hugging that white line as he comes into turn number 1 and out of turn number 2, drifted right up to that wall. Love this track. Never lets off the gas, maybe just a little bit, burps it a little bit, and then right back in it. All right, let's go check on the rest of the field as he is trying to break away now. 7/10 of a second out from these guys right here. They are still fighting it out. That's going to be Matthew Green, Stan Carnathan, and Nathan Lafette. They are all right there in a line, and there is the second biggest mover of the race, and that is going to be Carl Staten. Everybody's pretty much getting spread out now, except for this front, from second back to fifth. You got James Manderud. He is riding around in the 6th position, up 5 spots from where he started, but got a little bit of work to do to catch that 88 and the 15 of Jeremy Shearer. He is right there in 7th, up 1 spot from where he started. And these guys back here in 9th, 10th, in 8th, 9th, and 10th, they are just hoping to see a caution fly here soon. As these tires do wear out, they might have some problems on pit road. This pit road can be a little bit tricky. I've had some problems on it. Chris Isaacs, he's having a little bit of problem running back, or maybe not a little bit of problem, but looks like his truck is still clean. Don't see any damage, so he might be back here saving tires, saving fuel. There you see that, racingpaint.com. That is, he is one of the painters that I use. Does really good work, so if you need a car painted, go check him out, racingpaints.com. We'll go out here and check on Mr. Shepard once again, and there you see he still has that lead now out to a second from the pack. So he's doing really well, saving those tires, making that track work for him instead of the track overworking him, and still trying to extend that lead. Got a battle for second. There you see Stan on that outside, not going to be able to get there this time. Coming into turn number 1, they are going to be pretty much lined up nose to tail from second on back to 4th. You got 5th right there lurking in that 88, and you also got the 16 of Manderud. He is lurking right there in 6th. So one mistake, and those guys are right there. So it's going to be good to see how these guys play it out. And we have a battle for second. It looks like Carnathan, he is going to make that outside work, and he is going to have the second position as of right now. But here comes the 24 right there back on the bottom side with the 00 in tow and the 88. And they are going to be side by side coming out of turn number 2, down the back stretch, and it looks like that 43 is going to have it. So we have a new second place position, and that is going to be Stan. Does he have enough tires left on his truck to catch up with Peter? We shall have to see. But now he's put a little bit of gap in between him and the 24, so he's got a little bit of breathing room. Got a 00 of Lafette right there behind the 24, making up a little bit of ground. He's got 2 other trucks that want the position right there behind him. You got the 16, you got the 88 playing peekaboo with his internet connection in 6th. But still lined up nose to tail. Ooh, that truck got a little bit loose, and that was Chris Isaacs. He got a little bit loose coming out of turn number 2. So these tires are starting to wear out. But we'll go back to this front pack battle. Still lined up nose to tail right there. And there's the man they are chasing for that second position. And it looks like the 24 of Green, he is going to try that high line like Stan did. And he has a little bit of run, so he's going to be able to get back to the back bumper. Now he's going to cut it back down low coming into turn number 3. They're going to be side by side for second place once again. 22 laps down out of 60. And still the 88 of Staten. He is playing peekaboo with his internet connection right there in 6th. Maybe that's the reason why he's not challenging so much, because he is got a little bit of connection issue. Hopefully that straightens itself out, as these guys are putting on a pretty good show. Even though they are nose to tail, they are challenging each other for that position. Biggest mover out of this little pack is going to be the 43 of Stan. He is up 7 positions from where he started, and looks like Paul Shepard, he is trying to pretty much extend that lead into his own zip code, because now he has broken out to a 1.5 second lead over Stan, Green, and Lafette. So great racing. We got a 2x2 battle right there, and that's Lafette and Mandarud. They are side by side, and well, we are side by side for second, and we are side by side for fourth, and now fifth is going to join into that little battle, and they are going to put the 00 back to 6th position. So the 88 is deciding to make a little bit of moves, maybe saved a little bit of tires. Oh, and there he goes. He blinked out once again. And that's going to be the scariest thing that you can imagine, with a truck blinking out. But that's all right, because just a recruitment race, and it's not for points or anything. So looks like these guys are actually starting to gain a little bit of time on Shepard. Now Shepard is down to 1.3 seconds. I wonder if he had a little bit of trouble coming off of one of the corners, because they are starting to catch him little by little, or his tires wore out too early. 26 laps in, they still got 35 laps left to go. Will we see green flag pit stops? Not exactly sure, but these guys are still at it. The 24 and the 43. 24 up high, 43 down low. They are battling it out for the 2nd position. 16 has made his way up to 4th position, so he has made his way around the 00 and the 88. And now look at him now. He's thinking about taking it 3 wide. Nope, they get nose to tail. And the 00's going to be challenging that 88 for that position, but he keeps on blinking in and out. So not exactly sure where he's going to be out on the track. So I can imagine that 00 is freaking out a little bit when he tries to make a move. There he goes on the outside, and we already got our first green flag pit stop, and that's going to be the 88. He's going to dive it down in the pit road. Going to get that bad boy slowed down to 45 miles an hour pit road speed. And we will, I do have a dashboard. Oh, where'd it go? There he is. And there you see, we can see the speed that they are going. Or maybe it's 55. I can't exactly remember. But there you see that 69 truck is still out front. 1.1 seconds separates him from Matthew Green and that number 24. And only everybody, you know what? It might be my connection. Nope, maybe not. And it looks like Max, he is going to dive in and take some he's going to take 4 fresh feel goods and a full take of go-go juice and get that fast repair done. Staten, he is going to be out now. Pitting early could be a good strategy for these guys, as they will be able to make up a lot of time, but you're going to be on older tires by the time the leaders do pit. There you see Matthew Green. He is going to make his pit stop at lap 30. So he made his pit stop halfway through the race. Stan Carnathan, he is still going to be staying out. 16 of James Mandarud. Like I said, forgive me if I mispronounce it, but and it looks like the 16 is gonna be bringing it in, and here comes the 43. Get them slowed down, boys, and they do. Good job, fellas. Good job. They made it work, and that's gonna turn over the lead position to Nathan Lafette. He is going to be our current leader as of right now. We'll just have to keep an eye on, see where he comes out when it's all said and done. Now, staying out, being on those fresher tires could work out in the long run, but no, he's going to go ahead and bring it down pit road. Being on older tires will make you lose a lot of ground, but you'll have fresher tires in pretty much towards the end of the race, and that could actually be a winning factor. There you see a lot of guys are going to be getting their laps back, and it looks like Carl Staten. He is going to probably come out the leader as everybody else just came out. And yes, I believe he is going to cycle through. If he can catch Lafette before he comes out of pits, he is going to be the current leader. Stan Carnathan in second. We got to Peter Shepard. He is going to be in third. Fourth is going to be that 24 of Matthew Green. James Mandarin. He is going to be sixth. And Jared Shane is going to be showing seventh. So he did make it around the track before Lafette was able to come out. So Lafette has actually 1 lap newer tires than everybody else. But this guy right here, he's going to be on the oldest tires. And we can take a look and see what their pit laps were. Pit stop lap. So, oh my goodness. Yeah, his connection is pretty bad. Yeah, that might be an issue later on in the race. Hopefully he can fix that. Max Dinda out there riding around in the 11th position. He is going to be 1 lap down. He is there. You see Stan trying to work his way around on the bottom side, and he's got the 69 in tow, and the 48 is going to drop it down in front of the 69. Pretty much going to ride in between them. Try to keep some of that draft to catch up back up to the leader. Maybe he can make that lap up the hard way. There you see he is right there on the back bumper of the 43. So he's going to try to get it the hard way, and they may not have a fast repair because I don't see the right side of his truck repaired. So 69, our former leader, Peter Shepard, he is riding around in the 3rd position. But as of right now, this is our leader. And let's see if he has enough to make it to the end and keep that lead. He has about almost a second lead over Stan Carnathan, but that lead is starting to dwindle down really quick, fast, and in a hurry. There you see it's about 0.8 of a second as of right now, and it's still dropping. Looks like Stan has a lot better corner speed. As you see there, he drifts out of turn number 4 up to that wall, and then drops it back down to that white line across the start-finish line. And now he is about 0.7 of a second. So this man has a lot of skills. 24 laps to go. 48 looks like he had a little bit of a bobble right there, and that's going to allow the 00 to be right there, and he's going to try to get around that lap down car of Max. And a 48 is going to try to fight right back, not going to be able to get there this time. Let's go back through the field. Max Green, he is up 1 position from where he started, and that number 24, he riding around in the 4th position. We got James. He is riding around the 6th position, riding around in the 5th position, 6 positions up from where he started. Got Jarrett Stone not doing too bad of a job, hanging on to that top 10, down 5 positions. He was up towards the front when this race started and got into a little bit of an incident, which pushed him back. Jeremy Shearer up 1 position in that number 15. Nathan Lafette was one of the last trucks to pit. He was the last truck to pit. And he has fallen back to the 8th position, which he is only down 1 position from where he started. There you see Chris Isaac. He is right there in 9th. And Max, he is in 10th. So that's going to wrap up your top 10. Matt, he is riding around. Matt Matt B, he's riding around in the 11th position, hoping to see a caution cut fly, maybe get some positions made up. And we have Josh, he is disconnected, and James Burrow, he disconnected also. Well, let's catch back up to our leader because we have a new one, and that is going to be that number 43 of Stan Carnathan. He has made it up to the front with Paul Shepard in tow, and it looks like the 88, you know, he may not have pitted, and he may be in there for his service, or he disconnected. I don't know which exactly one. Looks like he had crashed. Let's go take a look and find out what exactly happened to him. There you see him riding in. See the 43 going down low. Oh, he got a little bit of a touch, and it sent him to pit row. It sent him down to the wall, and his truck was pretty much done. So a little bit of contact there. No flag for that, which was pretty interesting. But the 69 made a little bit of contact. Don't see any damage. Could have been net code. No, I'm not here to call that one. But these two those two broke away from the rest of the pack, and they are pretty much about 2.7 seconds out from third place of Matt Green. There you see Matt Green has caught up to the 48. That's the doctor on the track, the 48 MD. Mr. Max going to let the 24 ride on by. He's going to take that high line, let the 24 go down on low. Great job these guys are doing as far as keeping it green. We have 17 laps to go, and there you see the 13. He is trying to make his way up to catch Matthew Green in that number 24, and it looks like he has got the 48 right there, trying to get past the 48 on the bottom side. May be able to catch that 24 if he gets around that 48. He does. He is making up ground as he goes. James also, he's looking up high, so everybody is taking different lines. That 13 truck is on fire right now, and he is catching that 24. He wants that third spot, and he wants it bad, as we only have 16 laps to go. There you see the 16 now making it around that 48. 48 down up high, letting him right on by. Now the 48 is the first truck one lap down, so if a caution does fly, we will see him get his lap back. A couple of trucks out of the race. But these two right here are probably going to be fighting it out, as it looks like Peter Shepard, he is just buying his time, waiting for Stan, or hoping Stan burns up his tires. So he's just silently stalking the 43. And sorry about the paint scheme. I don't know if he loaded one or Trading Paints is acting up, but usually Stan has a nicely painted truck. So, sorry, Stan, if your truck is not painted on the stream. Only 0.3 of a second to separate first and second place, but we will come back here and see what's going on with third and fourth, because it looks like Jared Stone, he is going to be looking to the inside, coming out of turn number 4 to get around that 24. He's not going to be able to get there. He's going to slide it right behind that 24. Now he's going to use a little bit of draft. Let's see what lane he picks as he goes into turn number 1. Is the 24 going to go up high? No, he's going to stay down low, and the 13 is going to try to move it up high and save a little bit of tires, but the 13 is lost a little bit of ground. Maybe he's going to have a good run coming off of turn number 2, and he does. He has a really good run coming off of turn number 2. Is he going to be able to get there by turn number 3? Not this time, but he's going to take it right back up high and use the run off the corner to catch that number 24, and we should see a position change here in the next few turns as the 13 is looking up high, 24 down low as they come across the start-finish line. 24 still has it, and they are going to be side by side coming into turn number 1. 13 still going to ride that high line right up near the wall, almost making contact with it, but he keeps it out of the wall, and there's the 16. He got another good run coming off to turn 2. Is he going to try the the low lane this time. Yes, he's going to take it away from the 24, and we got a position change, and it looks like Jared Stone is going to take third place as of right now, but the 24 is not done yet. They are still side by side coming to the start-finish line, and it looks like 24 has the advantage on the high line. 13 still fighting it out as they come into turn number 1. 13 has the low line. That's the line that the 24 was liking to run, but it looks like the 24 found the speed up top, and the 13 cannot clear him to make the slide job, but the 16 is loving this, and he is just waiting patiently to make his move. There you see the battle, one down low, and the 13 has finally made it around the 24. 24 may have burned up his stuff. There you see the leaders way up there in the distance. They are going into turn number 1 right now and halfway through the turn. Looking down low. 16 not going to be able to get there this time, but we are going to keep an eye on this. But let's go take a look at our battle, and they are pretty much, looks like Stan has created a little bit of distance. That's about a half a second distance between him and Peter Shepard. Peter Shepard led a lot of laps, but towards the end, coming to the pit stop, coming to the green flag pit stops, he lost a lot of speed. So maybe something in there he can tweak for the season, get his steering settings right, and he will be a top one of those top contenders of the Old Glory Racing League if he decides to join us this season. There you see Nathan Lafette. He has worked his way up to the 6th position. He was one of the last ones to pit, and now he is trying within the next 10 laps. I don't believe he's going to be able to catch him. He's about 5 seconds back from the 16. From these two right here battling it out, and it looks like the 16 is going to have the low lane come to the start-finish line. This is going to be a battle for 4th position, and it looks like that 16 is going to take it with ease. 24 may not have very much tires left, but he is going to try the bottom lane, try to get a little bit of a run off. They are going to be side by side as they come out of turn number 2. This is a really good battle right here for the 4th position. Ooh, almost a little bit of contact. I think the 24 had to check up just a little bit, but they are still side by side, and it looks like the 16 was able to nose himself out and get a little bit of distance between him and the 24. So what a good battle that was between these guys, and it's been a relatively clean race, and there is our leader right there, and that is going to be Mr. Stan Carnathan. I don't know if I'll do interviews tonight because not everybody is in Discord because this is a recruitment race, but there is the second place of Peter Shepard. 3rd place is right now going to be that number 13 of Jared Stone. He has created a lot of distance between him and that 16, so the 16 only has about 6 laps to make up that ground to take that position away if he wants it. But did he spend too much time trying to work his way around the 24? Only time will tell, and we will know in about 5 laps, because that's all we have to go once they cross the start-finish line is 5. But we'll take a look at our blimp cam, and there you see there is the distance, and we'll go to miss the 16. There you see there is the distance between him and Stone. So he's got a lot of work to do with a little bit of time to do it. And Stone is way back there. He is about 4 seconds back from these two right here. And Stan Carnathan, he is just checked out. He is about 1.3 seconds out from Shepard. So it looks like it's going to be a Stan Carnathan race here tonight. I may have called it wrong. Sometimes I usually do. Matt Green, he's bringing his truck down pit road. Oh, and he kicks it sideways. Woo. So that was pretty scary coming into the pits, but he was able to keep it straight, and he is making a pit stop. Very interesting. I have to see how this plays out. Do they have enough fuel to make it to the end? Not exactly sure, but there you see Chris Isaac. He is going to take advantage of that, and he is going to make his way up to the 7th position. There's Peter Shepard right there, with only 2 laps to go when they come to the start-finish line. And here we go. There is your car numbers. There you see the 43 on the backstretch. There is the 69 on the backstretch, 13 and 16. So we only have about 2 laps to go once they cross that start-finish line. Now this man right here, he has still got a little bit of time, 2 laps left, and he is not that far back. Yeah, well, I take that back. He's about 1.2 seconds back from Stone. So, and Lafette, does not have enough time to make it up. So, with that being said, the white flag is about to fly. There it is, the white flag. And there is going to be your race winner for tonight, as long as he does not mess it up. "60 laps, green flag laps, very little, a little bit of contact here and there, but not bad at all." There is our second place finisher, and that is going to be Peter Shepard. Third place is going to be Jared Stone crossing that finish line. Fourth place is going to be Mandarin. Probably said it 5 different times tonight. Lafette is going to take home 5th tonight here in the Old Glory recruitment race. Jeremy Shearer in that number 15. He is going to take 6th. A little bit of right side damage to that number 15 Chevrolet. Chris Isaac's going to bring home 7th. Matthew B. I think his last name is Benke. Hopefully. Is going to come home 8th. Matthew Green is going to come home 9th. The 48, Mr. Max D. He is going to burn it down. He is going to wrap up your top 10. Carl Staten, he is going to be coming home in 11th. And here is your finishing order for this evening. There we go. Stan Carr Nathan is your winner. Peter Shepard came in 2nd. Jared Stone came in 3rd. James Mandarin came in 4th. Nathan Lafette in 5th. Jeremy Shearer in 6th. Chris Isaacs in 7th. Matthew B is going to be 8th. Matt B is in 8th. Matthew Green is going to be 9th. Max D going to be in 10th. Carl Staten in 11th. Josh Van Blair.
Are you wanting the winner to stick around for interview?
Yeah, we can bring Stan on up here if he wants to.
All right. He asked, and that's why I was asking you, sir.
All right. Well, it looks like we will have some interviews here this evening, because we do have one in Discord at least. And just give me a minute to get him in here. But what a great race that was, and I hope these guys enjoyed it. I hope they come back for the Old Glory Racing League. Definitely looks like they're going to have a lot of exciting things. We have Truck Series, we have Cup Series, we're going to have Legend Series, we're going to have it all. And it sounds like...
No, that's me again. We lost the race winner dipped out.
Oh, the race winner dipped out. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, we hopefully will see him again, and we will catch him next time. But while you're in the booth, what happened to your race? You finished in 7th. I thought you were going to be a hitter.
I burnt the tires up.
Ooh.
And then I had people asking for some black clears for wreck avoidance, and it just kind of threw me all out of whack.
Yeah, it was interesting that we did not see any cautions fly. We saw...
Yeah, that was kind of weird that it didn't, but I think what happened was because they got to the apron pretty quick, iRacing didn't throw it, and we didn't have race control tonight. Because obviously if we'd have had a race control, those would have been cautions.
Yeah.
I tell you what, fuel strategy was tough, though. The trucks run out at 30 laps on the dot.
Yeah, we saw the 88 dive it in. I guess he was out of fuel or something. That was Carl Staten. He dived it in. But, man, it was a great race, though. I mean, few little bumps and bangs here and there, but not bad at all.
No, overall, it was really clean. I was impressed by the group that did show up.
Yep, me too, me too. Let's see if I can. Well, DJ, if you are still in the chat. Oh. Let me see if I can get him a Discord link because he wanted to speak to me.
Chris, that's my name on Discord.
What's that?
No, another guy's wanting in.
Oh, nice, nice. Oh, are you serious? I'm logged in.
Appreciate it. Hey, Chris, you for me, invite.
Well, anyway, Chris, just give me a minute. I'm going to shut this thing down. And, man, it looked good on Roku. I had the live preview stream, going on my phone, and it looked really good, sounded really good. And I think we'll have fun with the new Roku channel coming out.
10-4 sounds like a winner to me.
Absolutely. Well, let me close this down, and I'll get with you in the general.
10-4.
All right, well, folks, I appreciate you stopping by and, spending this hour with me. Really good group of guys. We're, trying to recruit those other good guys out there that love the race, no matter if it's for, Truck Series, Cup Series, or Legends, give us a shout out. Old Glory Racing League will be glad to put you in a truck. We'll be glad to put you in a Cup car, or we'll be glad to put you in a Legend. You have 3 options to choose from, or you can choose all 3. It doesn't matter. We'll take you in any series, But yes, definitely join us. Look up Old Glory Racing League on Discord, and hit that join button. As far as Southern Broadcasting Gaming Network, hit that like, hit that follow button so you can know when we go live. There's no telling what we will, what kind of content we put out. We might be playing some DayZ. We might be playing some iRacing. Might have some Forza Horizon 5 coming as far as commentary. That's going to be new to me, but we might have it coming. Somebody reached out to me for that. But it is going to be an awesome season for Old Glory. They start next month, I think it's February 2nd, if I remember correctly. And I may not remember correctly, but who knows. Mine goes these days. But I appreciate everybody that is out there that stop by and watch the stream, or is going to watch this stream in the future. So y'all have a great night, and we will see y'all next time. Thank y'all, and God bless.